Okay, it is a bright and sunny, brisk and blustery day here in New Jersey. Um, oh goodness.
You have an incoming call.
All right, let's skip that because I do not want to talk on the phone, whoever that is. You just have to call me back, especially because I'm doing a multitude of things at once. Anyway, good morning. Happy Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Hold up. Let me do this because it's gonna keep bothering me. All right. So yeah, it's Tuesday. It's a sunny day. It's 53 degrees in New Jersey right now. And if I'm honest, I'm not really dressed for that. I'm dressed for a 65-degree day, I think. I'm wearing I'm wearing a tank dress with a short sleeved shirt over it. I'll show you later when I'm not driving. But I have this shawl on just to give me a little bit of warmth because like this shirt is it's not really like it's what is it? I don't know how to describe it, but it's sheer, see-through, perforated, whatever. Anyway, I'm not dressed for the cold air, but we're here and we're making it work anyway. Um, it's because the outfit I was gonna wear, I changed my mind at the last minute. Shout out to the women who can relate. When you getting dressed in the morning, I'm one of these women who decides what I'm gonna wear the day before, right? So I'll iron and hang out whatever I'm gonna wear for the next day. And typically what happens is I'll just put that on and go. But sometimes you wake up and you put on the outfit and the outfit is not outfitting like you thought it would. So now you gotta change. And so this is what has resulted in the change. But also, I'm somebody who likes to coordinate her shoe with her outfit, not just the color, but the heel height. And I feel like this dress would do better with heels, but the shirt I originally had on over it, which was long sleeve, it was like a long sleeve cropped flannel that I thrifted in Texas. Really cute, but ultimately I didn't have the right shoe. So I was like, let me take this off and put on black and gray. Very boring, but matchy matchy. So, we love that. We love a matching ensemble. Uh, and just my black Tims. You can't be in the Northeast and not have you a pair of Tims. Like, it's just the quintessential Northeast shoe. A pair of Tims. Now, these are not your rugged constructs that I'm talking about. These are women's Tims that come almost to my knee. So they're like riding boots. And yeah, so just trying to be fall appropriate and somewhat warm. Hey, Paul Wilson. Hey, UFO Kamikaze. He says you could be a fashion consultant. Yo, you know what's crazy? Or not crazy. You know what's resonant about you saying that? One of my coworkers actually said that to me not too long ago. He was like, why don't you do this like as a side hustle? He was like, you come in dressed so nice all the time. You could probably show other people how to dress nicely as well. And I was like, well, I mean, I never thought about it, but I guess I could. I guess I could. And then one of my female coworkers actually, yeah, I want to get over too because I don't know what you're doing in this lane that we're driving 55 miles per hour. This is stupid. Anyway, yeah, one of my female coworkers, she always compliments me on my outfits, and she was like, one day I'm gonna have you and Emily pick out outfits for me. And I was like, you know what? I would love to do that. That would be fun. And so, yeah, we probably are going to do that. She might be my first client. Now, a stylist, I am not. I honestly just dress for the day I want to have. And when I buy my clothes, I buy clothes that I think are flattering for my figure. I think most women probably try to do that, but I think a lot of women make the mistake of buying what they like versus what likes them, right? So we're not all shaped the same. Some things merely look better on other shapes. And even if you like the style, it may not be best for your form. So yeah, it's important to kind of know your measurements, understand how a garment is supposed to fall versus just looking at it on the mannequin and being like, yeah, that's gonna look like that on me. And it's like, no, sis, you're not only are you not shaped like a mannequin, but you're not even the same size as a mannequin. And all of those things factor in. Workplace fashion consultant for human resources. Ooh. If I could tell you the stories. There was a job I had at one point that it was a small office. I was a consultant, so I wasn't even permanent. But yo, I had the lady from HR in a tizzy because I had on 4-inch heels. And come on now, my ladies know 4 inches is high, but it's not the highest heel. It's not. It's a high heel, but it's not the highest heel. It was just a pump too. It wasn't even like it was anything crazy. It was literally a brown pump. A brown patent leather pump. Anyway, I wore this shoe with a dress, and I thought I looked cute. End of the day, HR lady came to me. She's like, "Yeah, those are not appropriate. Those are against our dress code." Heels? You mad because I could walk in heels and you get like I've never heard of heels being against the dress code. Now, 6-inch heels I'ma give you, because 6-inch heels are stripper heels. Like, there are very few occasions where a 6-inch heel is necessary if sex isn't on the table. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, I could give you that. But a 4-inch heel, you could go to DSW and buy a 4-inch heel. Come on. Anyway, I digress. The reason I really wanted to strike up this live stream was not to talk about the pedestal that people put me on as far as my fashion, but the word itself, pedestal. If I hear one more of you people out here using the word and calling it a petal stool, it was never a pedestal. There's no O in that word at all. It's a pedestal. 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 You put someone on a pedestal. You step on a stool to elevate yourself. And I can see how you might, based on the etymology of pedestrian, think that it's a pedestal, combining pedestrian and stool, but that's not how the English language works, and that's not a word. I just want y'all to know, like, every time I hear somebody say pedestal, it grinds my gears to no end. There is absolutely no reason why, after a certain age, because here's the thing, here's my thing. This is what gets me. This is how I learned to speak so well. I would always visualize the word that I'm using. If in my head, pedestal is not a word that I've ever seen before, nor does it seem like how you spell an actual word, I'm going to do some more digging. And that's the thing. I think people don't do enough question asking as far as what words mean and their etymology. I guess I was just that much of a nerd that I was always like, I wonder if that's the right word, or I wonder if that's the right spelling, or I wonder if this is a root word for something else. I always approached words that way. I've always thought about it from the standpoint of, okay, if it's a word I'm unfamiliar with, the only way I can get familiar with it is to look it up. Yeah, Pacific, that's another one. And I get it, like Jessie Wu is a content creator I watch a lot, and she say Pacific on purpose, like she's using it in jest. She knows that the word is not Pacific, but that's, that's a little bit of her comedic content. She injects comedy into all of her content, and that's what I like about watching her. She's funny as I don't know what. And another thing I like about her is that she sings. She is a singing content creator. She has a great voice. Why not infuse that? So with me as a content creator, I'm going to infuse my grammar snobbishness into whatever it is that I'm talking about. So, right, I came up here and I started immediately talking about fashion, right? Because whether I want to admit it or not, I'm a little bit of a fashionista. I am. I never describe myself that way, but I do enjoy putting that shit on, right? But although that was the introduction to what I was talking about, really what I came up here to discuss was the word pedestal and how folks just refuse to use that word. Like, I really think I would be blowing somebody's mind if I sat them down in front of a dictionary and pointed to the word and said, you know this word? Because you be saying pedestal, and it was never pedestal. What is this? Oh, okay. Look at that. Cassidy. I have so many mixtapes in my possession that you just never know. Like, I'll randomly just flip through my CDs and just toss one on. And that's what I just did this morning. Oh, Nate dog. Where are you going? The light hasn't turned yet, lady. She's all inching through the intersection. Like, bro, there's still traffic coming. You gonna turn into oncoming traffic? Good morning, Third Ward Colombian. So yeah, the next time you hear someone say pedestal, I hope you think of me, and I hope you correct them. I hope you let them know, like, the word is pedestal. 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 It is not an actual physical item, but it is something that people use. Come on now, the light's supposed to be turning. All right, there we go. It's a word that people use to put somebody higher up on something, to elevate someone. Pedestal. Pedestal sounds so stupid to me, because it's like that was never the word, and y'all are just muffing up the English language. My ex was from a very rural background. She always say paint instead of pint when talking measurements. Drove me crazy. Oh, that would drive me nuts too, UFO kamikaze. That would drive me absolute bonkers. Paint. Oh man, that's some Puxatawny shit right there. That is some rural back roads. Yeah, you was taking that turn a little too fast, sir. And the thing is, with me driving the SUV, it ain't nothing for me to crash into somebody. I will crash into you if you doing some dumb shit, and I won't even apologize. All right, let me go in here and get this money on. Good morning. here, y'all. White chili. That's what you hear. Truck going by. Good morning. Let me show you guys. I'm good. How are you? Same old? But at least you're smiling. And that's a good thing. Yes. Yes. Let me get the 270s. I think you got 2 left of those. Yeah. Thank you.
That's it?
Yes, sir. And I'll take the printouts.
Yeah. 97 minus 4, right?
Yes.
77?
Yes. 7-7. Lucky sevens.
I'll give you $50 bill.
That's okay. I can get change later. I'm just going to work now anyway.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good day. All right. Let's get on out of here, shall we? So this might be TMI, but I'm going to say it anyway. I think I told you guys about this, but if I haven't, it's fine. I'll tell you now. My cousin, rest in peace, Quinsicle. My cousin passed away earlier this year in April, and she and I were very close. Love her so much. We were born 2 weeks apart, so big Leo gang. Anyway, before she passed away, like way before she passed away, she started a waist beads making side hustle, and she used to post it on Instagram, and she actually made me a set of my own waist beads. Now, when she first made them for me, I don't know if it was just that the elasticity was tighter at that time, so they stayed up on my waist. But I've noticed within the past month or so that they droop down now. And I'm like, yo, I know I haven't lost no weight because I'm not trying to lose no weight. And my clothes still fit, like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, but this morning I was getting dressed or whatever, and I'm like, yo, they never hang this low. And I'm thinking, like, does this mean that I have to stop wearing them and I have to get a new set? Or do I just keep these? Because typically waist beads are not to be seen, right? They're your own personal piece of, I don't even want to call it jewelry, but they're your own personal adornment to keep your waistline in check. That's really what they're used for. You get waist beads, and typically they're made without a clasp or tie, although there are some that are made that way. Typically they're made without that, so that you don't have the opportunity to take them on and off, because they really are there to keep you honest about whether you've gained weight or not, right? So I never expected for them to start drooping. That's not cute. Waist beads are supposed to be on your waist and adorn your waistline, your natural waistline. Everybody's waistline is different. Some people's waistline is up higher, some people's is lower. I have a high waist. I happen to have a high waist. But my waist beads are now like below my belly button, and I don't know how to feel about it. She literally can't pronounce the word pint. It always comes out as paint no matter how hard she tries. Yeah, like I had this headhunter that I used to work with years ago named Eileen. I'll never forget her. She was Jewish. Her name was Eileen Dresner. Eileen Dresner. And she could not say LinkedIn She could not say it. Like, this was around the time where headhunters were really starting to go in using LinkedIn to find talent or whatever. And she would just say Lincoln. She would just say Lincoln. And I'm like, yo, what does this have to do with Abraham? Leave him out of this. He ain't got nothing to do with this. But one day I sat there and I was like, are you saying LinkedIn? Are you talking? Because at first I didn't know what she was referring to. It took me a while to like put it together. Like, oh, she's talking about the website, LinkedIn. She just could not say linked. She couldn't say it. Like, I don't know if it was the K followed by the D sound that it just didn't register with her, but she could not say linked in. She just would say LinkedIn. Oh yeah, get on the LinkedIn. Do you have a LinkedIn login? Ma'am. That used to drive me nuts. And then one day I sat with her and I was like, slowly sounding it out. Like, come on, you can do this. I'm like, you can do this. There's no reason why you can't say this word. Just say it slowly. Linked in. She used to be link. Yo, she was struggling. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to just let this lady live because apparently no one else cares about it and it's fine. So let's just let her have the way she pronounces it. Sometimes it's better to just let people be, you know? Sometimes it's just better to let folks have their things. Sometimes it is, you know? So I did. Y'all don't have that version. I'm not a Mary fan. Hot take. I'm not a Mary J. Blige fan. I'm really not. I know most people are, but I'm really not. I like a couple of her songs. Woo, you see how windy it is out here, y'all? Woo! Whipping right through my little garments today. It's okay. I'm about to go in the house. I mean, in the office, where hopefully there's some. But yeah, I'm not a big Mary fan. I know that that's like sacrilege for a black girl from the East Coast, but I'm a Mariah Carey fan. I'm in the Lambley. We're not gonna talk about her little Christmas ad that came out and was super tone deaf. We're not gonna talk about it. We're just not gonna talk about it. Hear that crunchy leaf? It's crunchy leaf season. Anyway, hope you all have a fantastic day. I am gonna go get mine started shortly. Gonna go have some tea first. Check out the elevator. You can really see my fit now. See, so it's like a sheer top, like a dress underneath, and my Timbs, my boots. But yeah, I put on the shawl just for warmth because it is cold today. Anyway, y'all know how I like to end my streams. Peace, ease, and whatever you please.